So how did I discover Dumaguete? Was it a flattering Forbes magazine article? Was I watching YouTube vloggers extolling the delights of a town? Not at all. Dumaguete was completely unknown to me until this happened.
The Taal volcano in the Philippines has thrown molten rock into the sky, triggering official warnings that a hazardous eruption of toxic gas may be imminent. Well, let's just show you some sped-up footage of the moments earlier when the plume of white smoke that several kilometres high was then spewing up into the air as tremors shook the area. A volcanic lightning storm developed in the column of steam and ash. Pretty sensational views there. A state of calamity, as it's been described, has been declared across the province of Batangas, just south of the capital, Manila. Thousands of people.
Join me on the journey that led me from Laguna to Dumaguete. Roads impassable and sulphurous ash dumped everywhere, blocking the western Visayas route to Mindanao. What could I do? So the decision was made to take the unfamiliar but only possible way, the eastern Visayas. We started out in Cabuyao, headed down through Calamba, relatively built-up zone, San Pablo, and then Quezon province. Eventually we reached the Bicol region and into Naga city, and we took a hotel for an overnight rest. Naga seems like a happening place. I'd love to go back one day for a longer look. The next day, we drove through Albay province, and at last it seemed we were leaving the claustrophobic, traffic jam, urbanized areas, and finally reaching the openness of the province, taking in the magnificent and iconic Mayon Volcano on the way. A little later than we planned, we arrived at Matnog to make the jump on the ferry to Samar. I was absolutely knocked out by the verdant subtropical scenery, the sweeping valleys, the coconut groves, absolutely stunning vistas. We then crossed the impressive San Juanico Bridge. This joins Samar to Leyte Island, and we went on to Palo for our next overnight stay. Palo is famously the location of the MacArthur Landing Memorial Park. It commemorates General Douglas MacArthur's return to the Philippines, landing on Leyte Island in October 44 and fulfilling his famous promise to liberate the islands. The precursor to this, of course, was the Battle of Leyte Gulf, fought just before, and being the largest naval battle of World War II, arguably the largest naval battle in history, involving over 200,000 naval personnel. The battle was a decisive Allied victory, crippling the Japanese Navy and paving the way for the liberation of the Philippines. After a night in a great hotel in Palo, we set off to take the Roro to Cebu. As we reached Cebu, in the early hours of the morning, in the port, it was apparent that the ferry was full of pilgrims, heading for a lively and colourful festival, the Sinulog Santo Niño Festival, which commemorates the acceptance of Christianity in the Philippines. Even at this early hour, as we docked, there was drumming and an amazing atmosphere. So we headed off the ferry and slowly snaked our way through the people, through Cebu City, heading south to the ferry taking us to a port I've never heard of called Dumaguete. When we arrived in Dumaguete looking for the port to take us onto the next Roro between Dumaguete and Dapitan in Mindanao, and even in my slightly fatigued state, I remember I couldn't help noticing a couple of expats jogging with their headphones. I don't know if they're American guys or Australian guys. The neatness of the port area, the efficiency and friendliness of the town. So I'm thinking, what is this place? Why have I never heard of it? So when I returned home, I was really curious. I discovered a lot of information about Dumaguete via social media, YouTube and vlogs. Soon, of course, I returned. I loved the place. I love the surrounding area, and I was looking for land to purchase. I now have that land. It's actually in Darwin, and that in itself, of course, is another story for another time. So it's been boots on the ground for me in Duma for some time now. And the unplanned route to Dumaguete all started with a volcano.